Okay, this one could very well be cast out of any crazy cyber movie that you can imagine of things gone wrong. Because I got questions and I got major concerns. And I'm not going to pull any punches with this one. There is a battle royale shaping up in your new vehicle. And it's the latest version of Apple Carplay versus the automakers. And this version of Carplay is a little bit more nefarious than just giving you an ability to interface your Apple phone with your car. Now, that is what it was when it came out in 2014. But the new one goes deeper. It's designed to take over every screen on your dashboard, replacing the user interfaces and controls while gaining access to crucial vehicle and driver data. So I ask you, are you okay with this? As usual, I got questions. I mean, the automakers, let's face it, with all this computer stuff in your car now, the data your car generates is worth money. You're not going to see any of it, but the automakers want to aggregate it and then, anonymize it and then sell the data for various reasons and for a whole bunch of applications. Apple is saying, you know what? With our new version of CarPlay, we're going to supplant you, the automakers. You're not going to get the information. We are. And the automakers are going, oh, wait a minute. Here's something else you may not realize. With this new version of CarPlay, it's going to actually give you the look and feel that is Apple specific car to car to car, which means if you use Apple CarPlay, a GM, a Chevy Silverado, a Ford Mustang Mach-E, and a Stellantis Chrysler 300 will all have the same look, touch, and a reaction, even though they're different automakers. And when it comes to if Apple CarPlay is fully implemented, this version, and Apple will get all the information, I'm already concerned about automakers or any third party for that matter getting information that they're getting now. And we're both on record for talking about the lack of federal regulation regarding this information, whether or not I'm going to allow you to have anything to do about me anyway. I mean,
the interesting wrinkle, too, real quickly, is Apple making their car. So maybe depending on how long that's been in production, it might have clicked, or this was already happening way before.
Oh, it was already happening way before.
If we could somehow get this data, probably as long as they've had Apple Play or Apple CarPlay, whatever, in the vehicles, they're like,
almost 10 years now.
We should be getting access to this data that we have in the...
But think about this. We talk about Google. We talk about Facebook getting all this data, and nobody's responsible. Do we really want another big tech outfit getting data that they're not being accountable for, making money from that data, which is you, and we don't know who they're selling it to. We don't know how they're manipulating it. We don't know anything. I mean, this is Big Brother in the extreme, and it creeps me out.
I agree.
I mean, I don't like the fact. And, my question, where are the feds? Where are you guys? This is the kind of stuff, as a consumer, we need protection against. Because I may want to opt out completely and say, no, you ain't getting nothing. It's none of your business where I drive. It's none of your business how I drive. I don't care, and I don't want you to have it. Because I want my privacy protected. Because if you can get it, it can be hacked. I don't care if you're Apple. I don't care who you are. If it can be manipulated, if it can be harvested, it can be hacked. Maybe not directly from the car. We don't know what kind of protection, what kind of systems they got, where it's going, how it's being stored. Shoot, it may be further downstream of the third party's third party that gets hacked. We've already talked about the OBD port, which was used for emission control that you can plug stuff into even to this day, that is not cyber secure. And that's right now, today. So what makes anybody think that, Apple, I trust you? No, I don't. And here's a wrinkle, Chase. Even if you've got an Android device, Apple CarPlay is what's running in these systems. What's to say they don't take your data even if you're not using it? Because it's deep into the car systems now. It's not just the surface stuff. That's my concern. And the fact that as a consumer, I have no say. If I want some of the features and some of the benefits, which is what they like to do, they dangle the carrot, but they don't show you the trap behind it. Dangle the carrot. Oh, look at all the stuff you can do. Isn't that so cool? Don't you want to do that? Not necessarily. I like some of the benefits, absolutely. But I'm not sure the cost, which is not monetary, at least not to me, is worth it.
I agree.
So, yeah, I don't know. And the automaker's saying, you know what? We're not so sure either. And for them, it's money. Yeah, let me be blunt. It's not because they are so concerned about our security. They're not. It's about the money they won't be getting. What do you think it's worth? Let me give you an idea. Where drivers view extending iPhone functions into the dashboard as a matter of convenience, automakers and tech companies see a big dollar battleground. McKinsey & Company estimates vehicle data to be worth, get this now, up to $400 billion a year by 2030. That, folks, is a little more than 7 years from now. Fortune Business Insights predict that the global connected car market will grow from nearly $60 billion last year to nearly $190 billion by 2028. Oh, by the way, that's in 6 years. So automakers envision vehicle data as an essential and profitable component of their future business plans. They want to sell you services such as pay-per-mile insurance and route-based offers from retailers. Basically, they want to monetize it any way they can based on what they learned about you. And I don't think they should have that right automatically. You going to cut me in for some of this money you getting? No, probably not. So I'm wondering, folks, are you okay with what's coming, particularly y'all that have an Apple iPhone? Are you okay with where this is going in your next new car or truck or EV? And, what choices do you have? Right now, there's nothing that I'm aware of that allows you to opt out. And there's nothing by law that requires them to offer you a way out. Not even California's recently passed privacy law, I think, will protect you from that. So you're going to have Apple and Google and Facebook fighting over your data with no protection.
They are now, yeah.
Well, even more so.
Yeah.
Even more so. And what Apple is convinced of is the smaller, newer automakers into the market will be more likely to hand over their dashboards to Apple. The traditional automakers are resisting. But will they have a choice if the public says, I want this capability? You might want it, but are you prepared for the actual cost of what you're giving up? I don't know. I think as this gets more and more computer-oriented, I would be less likely.
We've come to the end of our program.